Sri Yatirajaya Vivekananda Suraye Satchit Sugat Swarupaya Swamine Tapahari. So today, on the second session, this is, though I am sitting in this chair on a higher level, it is, I am your co-listeners, though I am talking on the subject. You know many things. Also, we have read many things on japa meditation. So, Sri Ramakrishna emphasized on this Nama Sankirtana. Nama Sankirtana is most important. The name itself is a subtle form of God, name itself. So, as I call Swami Sarvasthananda, you immediately remember, you can imagine his appearance, his attire, everything. Similarly, if you call any name, then immediately that comes. I am reading from Tapasyanandaji's Spiritual Quest. Continuous repetition of divine name helps remembrance of him and promotion of love for him. Mantra, it is something more than a prayer. It is in itself a word of power. It is thought movement vehicled in sound and possessing saving power. It is a sound manifestation of the deity, whose reality the sadhaka is enabled to grasp through its repetition. By repetition and the conquest and the rhythmical vibrations and the constant rhythmical vibrations of the subtle sound, the unsteady vibrations in the gross and subtle bodies of the sadhaka are regulated and brought into harmony and enabled to grasp the reality of the deity. So you know, when the raw iron is to be magnetized, so it is to be again and again to rub on a good magnet. So the particles inside the raw iron is aligned, and North Pole, South Pole, every particle. So similarly, by repetition of mantra, your body and mind, the wrong movements, wrong vibrations, wrong alignment will be straightened and it will be made Godwards. So this is very much needed for attune your body-mind to become a real spiritual seeker. Otherwise, it will be delayed, a process, a very much delayed process. Very quicker process is this, the repetition of name of God. It's most powerful. And in the morning you heard that Swami Amaranandaji was quoting from the Chaitanya Deva's sloka, that in the name of God, God has put forth all the powers in the name of God. Ananda, Mukunda, Rama, Narayana, all these names, plenty of names, thousands of names of God. In all name, God has put fullest power. But Durdaiva, this is I am unfortunate that I have no taste for any name. I regret for that. Though any of the name I hold on to, It will liberate me from this samsara, but I have no taste for it. That is a great regret for me. The mantra, it is like an X, the kuthara, and the proper use of it, both combining for felling a tree. The X and the proper use of it. You have an X and you don't know how to use it. You want to cut the tree, but you have X and you are just striking this way, and the tree will not fall. But you have to strike it with full force. So, but it is of no use in falling a tree unless the man using it cuts with force. So similarly, you got initiation, we got initiation, and also having all the powers in it, but we are not having realization of God because we don't have faith in it and we don't use it in proper way. That we have to, with tenacity, with force, with enthusiasm, we have to repeat it. The proper use of a mantra by a sadhaka consists in having an understanding of its significance and in himself being motivated by tremendous faith and aspiration. The essential point to understand about the significance of a mantra is that it is the deity himself in the sound form, the God in the sound form. You have strong faith when you repeat one mantra, Rama or Ramakrishna. In your tongue, Ramakrishna has come already. Think, feel that not meaningless repetition. It is the moment I utter the name of God, you must feel very much within the God, within the vibration of God, very much close to God, in proximity. You must think that I am in the proximity of God. So repeating it, we are actually communing with the deity. When the power of the sadhaka is roused through understanding, faith and aspiration and unites with the power in the mantra through devoted and concentrated repetition accompanied with contemplation, then enlightenment comes to him and he becomes established in harmony and unison with the whole and is a sharer of the bliss that the Supreme Being is. So this is from Spiritual Quest, Swami Tapasyanandaji. Now I shall read out something which I culled from the strength of prayer. Shivananda Smriti Sangraha, the Seekers of God. On the strength of prayer, Maharaj said, Shivananda, Mahapurush Maharaj, really the strength of power is infinite. Prayer, the strength of prayer is infinite. More things are wrought by prayer than this world dreams of. That tremendous strength is there in prayer. What the people of the world can't think in dream even, much bigger or greater things he can achieve by the strength of prayer. It is from Gospel at Dakshineshwar. It is 1885, 7th March. Sri Ramakrishna sat with the devotees on the mat on the floor. He was smiling. He said to the devotees, please stroke my feet gently. They carried out his request. He told the devotee, young generation, young devotees, that please stroke my feet gently. He said to M, there is great significance in this. Placing his hand on his chest, on his heart, the master said, if there is anything here, there, through this service, the ignorance and illusion of the devotees will be completely destroyed. So this is an important thing I am going to tell you. Mahapurush Maharaj used to tell that when you do puja, then ceremonial puja is over, then you will make the deity, make your Ishta Devata lie down as if on a cot, and you try to massage his feet. That I am massaging his feet mentally. You put a glass of water in front of him, he's living, and a betel leaf as he used to take. So this way, I was engaged in puja in the birthplace of Swami Shivananda. For 3 years I did it. So there, I was every day reading this for the seekers of God, Shivananda Bani. So there I used to follow his instructions, trying to follow. So I used to massage his feet. And whenever there was heat, so I used to fan him. After making him lie down, the small photo was there on the cot. So I make him lie down and try to massage his feet this way and fan him this way. So Sri Ramakrishna is telling, if there is something special inside, so I'm telling, by massaging my feet, so illusion, delusions, and ignorance will completely be destroyed. So you can try also. Sri Ramakrishna never uttered a false words. Never utter false words. So you can try this way also. Serving the deity, your Ishta Devata. You must have a loving relation. He's all in your life. In the life of Sri Ramakrishna, written by Swami Sharadananda in Bengali, I read, in English also, translated by Swami Jagadanandaji Maharaj, and now Swami Chaitanandaji Maharaj, that how a dualistic worshipper can attain the state of Sabikalpa Samadhi and then Nirvikalpa Samadhi, the gradual transcendence. So he's telling for a ordinary sadhaka, when he starts sadhana, he starts meditation. Sometimes the Ishta Devata's leg, sometimes hand, sometimes face. So it is always coming, one limbs, partly is coming and going, coming and going. So slowly he is trying every day, practicing every day, and then after intensely trying, then he will see that the image is not moving, is fixed. You can, for a minute, for a 30 seconds or 15 seconds, it is remaining steady in front of you when you are closing the eyes. So at least for 10 seconds, 15 seconds, then go on increasing your time of meditation, and it will be steadied for 1 minute. So go on doing it. Then also a relation of, you pray to God, so that I don't want anything else. I don't want your company. I want to serve you and we remain with you. So this way you go on doing it, and slowly you will see that image will seems to be living, and you starts communicating with him. It is written in the life of Sri Ramakrishna how a sadhaka on the dualistic way of worship, he develops so much advancement. So he generally doing so, he will see that the Ishtadevata is talking with him. His movements he can see. Then, if that state is reached, that means the outside world he could ignore. Because without this, without ignoring this outside world, this state cannot come. You must forget the outside world. You have developed an intensity in prayer and meditation. So that is needed, giving up the external world. So this way, your internal world becomes more and more real than the external world. External world will be cipher. And that world, reality of that world is more important than the external world. Then Saradananda Maharaj is telling that if a sadhaka can attain to that state, the Nirvikalpa Bhumi is very near to him by the grace of Guru and Ishta. The grace he brought, the word grace, comes after Savikalpa Samadhi, not before that. Savikalpa Samadhi you have to attain by your self-effort. Kripa question he didn't mention there. By your self-effort you have to attain this. So this name of God you have to repeat, because it is God himself, your Ishtadevata himself. If you want that, Bhutashandaji told, we want God in two ways. As a means to getting the worldly things, and as the desired object which I want in my life, not the means. So I have to analyze my mind that in which way I want God to acquire the external prosperity, or being cured from the diseases, my son will be all right, my family will be happy. These things I want. As a means, I call on God as a means to getting these things, or I want God only. Whatever things will happen to my family, I don't care. If God protects that, he will protect. If he doesn't, doesn't. So that type of sadhaka is very rare. As Sudama was there. So many sadhakas are like that. They don't care for protecting their family or taking care of the family with the help of God. So upayo hisabe and upaya hisabe. Upayo, my God will be upayo or upaya, means or the goal. So gradually it will develop. When we will be tormented in this world, we'll get strong sufferings, shattered to pieces. Then only we can call God this way intensely, otherwise not. Before us, the world is very much real. It is, how can it be unreal? So we cannot think. So God is becoming unreal to us. I told our Swami Jyotirupanandaji Maharaj, there is difference between you and me. What is difference? You take every step that the God is real and the world is unreal. But I take every step that the God is unreal and the world is real. Because I am very much calculative. This things to be done this way, this things to be done this way, the proper way to be done. But you don't think all these things. This material things you don't think, calculate. What will come, it is coming to him naturally. He doesn't think about this. Never he thinks. He is suffering. At the airport, he is sitting. No phone number, nothing else, he is sitting like that. He is not trying to call anybody. So somebody found him out and took away. Very difficult. So he is like that, always. We are called calculative very much. But he is a different type of very rare soul. But we must not copy him. From calculative to the incalculative, we have to become. Slowly you have to develop this tendency. So then we shall switch over to Japo and meditation. There are innumerable kinds of meditation which you will yourself come to know by stages. This is from the Seekers of God by Swami Shivananda. The main thing is that the main thing that counts is to call on him with all sincerity. As you go on calling on him and weeping for him, all the dirt in your mind will be washed away and it will become purified. Then that pure mind itself will act as guru to you. You will get all the answers from within yourselves to all the questions that you may have about what you need at a particular time, how you should meditate, how you should call on him, and all such things. You must have read what the master used to say. The breeze of divine grace is blowing all the time. It is for you to unfurl your cell. This unfurling of the cell means undertaking spiritual practices with sincere diligence. He is ever eager to bestow his grace, just as a mother keeps her hands always ready to take up the child to her lap. Do try a bit, and then only you will feel how compassionate he is. This is a very nice thing he told. The breeze of divine grace is always blowing. So one of our acharyas, Swami Mokshadananda, was there. Anybody comes to him, so he asks Swamiji, Maharaj, Kripa kijiye, bestow grace on me. Then he used to utter this word. This wind of the breeze is always blowing. But torrents, rains are this Kripa Varsa, that rains are in torrents. The rains of Kripa is in torrents. The blessings are in torrents. But you have to close your umbrella and put on your armpit. You have to close your umbrella. You are putting your umbrella of ego. And how it will fall on your head? It will not fall. You close your umbrella and put, it will fall. So this I remind. The devotee, I cannot always understand how I should live in the world. It is a terrible task ever to be pandering to everybody's whims. Mahaprabhuji, have you read the Kathamrita of the Master? Read it very carefully. You will get beautiful solutions to these problems in the very words of the Master. This world is neither yours or mine. It is God's creation. Those whom you think to be yours really belong to God. You have to live in this world with this belief as the background. Very difficult. How can I think that my child is not my child, God's child? Very difficult. But this way you have to think, otherwise you are the caretaker only. Swami Vivekananda in God in everything. Isa avashyam idam sarvam. Yat kincha jagatyang jagat tena tyaktena bhunjita magrita kasya siddhanam. There he cover all the things with God only. Everything is God. Then tena tyaktena bhunjita. By renouncing, you have to protect. In which way? What is the renunciation? Giving up. What is giving up? Giving up the attitude, attitudinal transformation. He told there. You have to think that in your wife he is, in your son he is very much. So nothing to reject in your wealth, in your prosperity, in your car, in your house. It is his property. As we the monks, we have it, but we don't possess it. If our headquarters tell us, go, you go from this center to that center. You are posted there. So all the money I was handling, so I have no power to handle it. Next moment, I don't have. So we also sometimes discriminate. Some devotee gave me some 50 pounds in my pocket. Maharaj, take this pranam. The moment before it was not with me. And the moment after it came to my pocket, it starts kalpana. I start calculating what to do with this money. If I possess it. But if I don't possess, oh, it is the money of this order. It is not my money. So I don't have any thinking. I straight collect it and count it and deposit into the ashrama's account. Finish. So we have it, but we don't possess it. Similarly, this way you can practice slowly, steadily you can practice. You have to live in this world with this belief as a background. Wife, son, daughter, relatives, friends, all are but so many creatures of God. Whatever you have to do for them, do so with the idea that you are serving Narayana in those forms. Then you won't get attached to much. And along with all this, you must have your power of discrimination wide awake. The discrimination between the real and the unreal gives rise to detachment. So along with this, you have to do detachment and that is also practice a mantra. If you repeat the mantra all the time, somebody asked Madhavanandaji Maharaj, I heard that Maharaj, I don't get time to repeat the mantra always, but morning and evening. So Madhavanandaji suggested that can you not do in the mid time for 5 minutes? Yes, that can be done. You go to a room and 5 minutes you do japa and then come. So you can just as a in a stellar system, you see the Saptarshi Mandala. The different stars are there forming like a, what is that's called? Different Kala Purusha and then different forms. So imaginary line you draw to make the geometrical figure. That this is this, this is this, this is this. Similarly, so morning, one time of japa 108 times, evening one time. So make it point to do japa for 5 minutes. That time also, mid time also. In Moscow, you have 3 times of meditation. Morning, before noon time, half an hour. We have to sit. Swami Jyotirupanaji made this rule. So 3 times ho gaya. Then in between also we try. Just you, some nature's call you do also. You spend time, 1 minute. So at least 1 minute you just go Thakur in front of photo. Yes, then you work. This way you increase these dots and make an imaginary line that continuity will be there. This way. So this Madhavanandaji suggested this way. Latu Maharaj used to do japa. Sri Ramakrishna asked him, do you know whether God sleeps or not? I am an ordinary creature. How can I know God what is doing at night? He told, no, 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 God doesn't, never sleeps. If he sleeps, the whole world get into sleep. So then, God is my master. How God will be awake always? And I, the ordinary, I am a servant. So how servant will sleep comfortably and God will protect me? No, 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 I am the servant of God. I should always be by his side to serve him only. I am the servant. God should not serve me. So as God is serving every creature, so I should not take his service. I should not comfortably sleep. By the service of God, I am comfortably sleeping. So he gave up sleep forever. In Baranagar Math, Alam Majar Math, Latu Maharaj on a place was there in a whole room. All are not very far. One caught, maybe caught one there or not caught. So one lantern was there, very dimmed. So all were sleeping. But some sound is coming. Cut, 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 cut. So some rat has entered into the room or not. Somebody checked. No, it is stopped. Sound is stopped. Again that sound coming. Tuck, 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 tuck. Then somebody could not catch. After so many trial, then he followed the sound and got and understood that it is coming from the Latu Maharaj where he is sleeping. Then closely here, it is the Japa sound of the rosary. Is cut, 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 coming. So then they are telling Latu Maharaj, oh, you are a clever person. You are doing Japa all through the night and we are sleeping. No, we shall not do. Then he all got up and started doing japa. So by the inspiration of Latu Maharaj. When we got initiation, I got initiation, there was a Navanurag, you see, new enthusiasm. Whenever I got opportunity, I tried to do japa. So that enthusiasm gone, now is not there so much. I try to do, but that fervor, that initial fervor should be kept up. Otherwise, we cannot progress. Initial fervor, initial vairagya, that to be kept up. Otherwise, it is to fan, the fire to be fanned. Otherwise, it will be diminished, extinguished. So this way, we have to try again and again. The devotee, should I keep count when making japa? Kindly tell me, what should be the number of times I should repeat the mantra and how I should do it? Mahapurushji, japa can be performed in 3 ways. With the help of a rosary, counting on the phalanges, or mentally. Mental japa is the best. Tulsidas said, one who tells his beads is vulgar. One who repeats the mantra with the help of his fingers is commendable. But the highest praise goes to one who does it all mentally. If one man jape to balihari jai, he said. If one cultivates the habit of making japa mentally, one can go on doing it at all times and under all circumstances, even while moving about, eating, or lying down in bed. When this becomes a firm habit, it will continue even during sleep and generate a current of joy in the mind. I can tell you my story, one story about this repeating. That time I got opportunity to do Durga Puja at Belumont in 1993. So I got the opportunity to perform Durga Puja 4 years consecutively. So that time I used to take leave from the office at the office hours. Other time I used to manage because my job was in the accounts department. So I had no connection with the devotees. So I can do it other time. That is why in the morning, after taking bath in the Ganges, I used to practice these things. Daksha Jagga Vinashinai Mahaghoraye Yogini Koti Paribhritaye Bhadrakali Hring Durgaye Namaha. This way I used to repeat japa and also mantra chanting Jata Juta Samayukta Mardindu Krita Shekharam Lochanatra Samyuktam Purnindu Sadrisharanam. This way I used to repeat mantra. Now itself, the earlier repetition that I can repeat now itself, no problem. So my friend was there, my roommate, who is Swami Satyashananda, who is the assistant secretary now. He was my roommate. We are same batch. So I was the roommate of Swami Satyashananda. He's a doctor, Dr. Prakash Maharaj. So, and Devendra Maharaj also there. So one time, yes, it is Devendra Maharaj. Devendra told, what you were shouting at night in the sleep? And what? Daksha Jagga Vinashinai Mahaghora, you were repeating. Is it? I don't know. I was repeating this Daksha Jagga Vinashinai. Yes, but I don't know. It was, I was repeating. So you see what Mahaprabhu Maharaj is telling. If you repeat all the time, it will come in the dream also. Unconsciously, you can repeat. There is Govinda Maharaj, Swami Borananda. Borananda. He was the head of the Artpur Center. Previously with me at Belumont Mott office. He was very senior and a very pure person, very bold enough. So once he asked Vireshwaranandaji Maharaj, Maharaj, how Ajopa Japa can be performed? How one does Ajopa Japa? Without effort, the Japa is also going on without effort. How it can be accomplished? So Varananda asked Vireshwaranandaji. Then he told, you see, you practice and practice and practice japa. By course of practice, you will develop that. Suppose I am talking with you, but I cannot stop japa. Vireshwaranandaji is telling. It is going on. I am talking, simultaneously japa is going on, I cannot stop. You see, this I heard from Varananda himself, asking Vireshwaranandaji, mother's disciple. So you also try and you will get the proof of it. It is possible. It is possible. If you see, for a few days I could not do japa for a long time. So, but here for a few days, this atmosphere is very congenial for meditation and spiritual practice. I'm telling you, if I am, I could get time, I could spend more time here than Dr. Ila Bosu's house. I'm tempted to live here. So one day morning, from early in the morning, I sat and trying to repeat. Automatically, a whole day that ambience was there somehow. I was astonished how the place is also important. So it is possible. If it is possible for me, it is possible for you also. It is also, I can assure you. You start repeating for at least, don't get up before 2 hours. 2 hours job at a stretch you do, then it will come. But you have to increase slowly. Swami Mokshadanji used to tell how to increase japa. So suppose you start japa 108, evening and morning, then you increase twice, 216, morning, evening, this way. Next week you increase 300, some 48 or something. This way you increase every week. But when it reaches 1,000, over 1,000, then you do it for 1 month. 1,000 in the morning, 1,000 in the evening, not every week. Then continue it for a month this way. Then you increase 108 only. 100,000, what? 1,000, how much? 1,080. 1,080, evening and morning. Then 108 you add. Then you for 15 days more. Don't change. Then don't increase. Then morning and evening this way. Then another 15 days you increase. Then for 3 months you do it. This is the slow process of increasing this, very slow and steady. Then your brain will be all right. Otherwise, very risky. Very risky. So this is the increasing way. So according to the capacity, because that time your this Nitya Charya, that is your daily routine should be very much disciplined. Then you can take up this course. Not have a routine life. Rajamara Swami Brahmananda used to emphasize on the routine life. You make a routine and follow that. Your body, mind, all will be aligned and controlled, under control. And that time, it will help you to repeat japa more and more. A disordered life cannot help, because it will tell upon the psyche and you may suffer. So that is the danger of repeating japa if your life is not disciplined. So life must be disciplined, and at the same time, a routine life must be there. Then you can increase if you want to a real spiritual seeker. So this way, this is the way, because if this way you practice, then you can have the proof of something is I'm achieving in this spiritual life. Otherwise, it is only mere talk only. The master used to say, he continued, that the name and the being named are one and the same. Namo Nami Aveda. You please tell me when to stop. Yes. Oh, that questions. Also, this para I said, read out and I shall take up. As you repeat the mantra of the chosen deity, think of his form as well. Thus, you can have both japa and meditation simultaneously. I can tell a secret to you. So there is different types of meditation. Actually, he has become all. He has become all. So if you think this form is also his form, he is one of the forms. Think it. And you are meditating. He is facing as you are facing, in the same direction. This way, objective japa and subjective japa. subjective meditation and objective meditation. Objective meditation, you are facing the Ishtadevata, he is looking at you, you are looking at him. This is objective meditation. And subjective meditation is, you are looking to that side where your Ishtadevata is looking to that side also, you are facing. So this is subjective meditation. So subjective meditation, if you do, if your guru tells, so in that way, you think that your Ishtadevata is inside on a lotus, and by the development, by the your increasing the meditation and japa, you can think that your Ishtadevata is expanding and engulfing your whole body and mind and becoming bigger and bigger. And you are merged into that. Your form is merged into that form. Only Ishtadevata is remaining. You are not. Try that way. And when the devotion and love for the God will be increased, then you will see the devotee wants to be merged in that ananda, that reality, that he wants to be merged in the form of God. And that is his bliss. His name and form will be, that is the satisfaction. That is the only satisfaction he will get when he thinks that he is completely merged. He will pray to the God that please possess my body and mind. And you eat it up. Completely make it disappear into your form. And you remain. As Sri Ramakrishna gave example, a pot in the ocean, a pitcher in the ocean. Inside the pitcher is ocean water, outside the pitcher is ocean water. You are also meditator. You are the aspirant. You are meditating. Like the pitcher in an ocean. Ocean is Ramakrishna or your Ishtadevata. And you are also in that ocean, what is your Ishtadevata is. And you are meditating. And if the pitcher is broken, what will remain? Only Ishtadevata will remain. And this way, not only meditation, with the repetition of mantra, you meditate this way, simultaneously. Then only, and in course of meditation, this type of meditation, many thoughts, many inspiration will come. And God will supply you what is congenial for you. You have not to ask the outside anybody. Your mind will be guru. And will follow your mind that time, pure mind. So I think that will help you. So your question was, I have to find out your question, where I have written. Can you tell that question? Yes, japa as a service. Sometimes in our household life, people say that for the sake of my children, for the sake of my father, mother, I do more japa, more japa. Yes, it is encouraged. Yes, do more japa. Actually, more japa means what? Praying to God. That I have no other help. Oh God, you take care of those people. That is why I am praying. Japa is nothing but a prayer. Praying to God with mantra, repeating mantra. That is, in that way, the help. And you do Chandi Saptasati. Devi Saptasati, you repeat for the good of others. Similarly, you repeat mantra. It will help you also. It will help you also. But it will help also the atmosphere and others also, for the sake of whom you are repeating Japo. The Thakur, I am repeating Japo for the sake of he is good. So I am a mother. So that is why I cannot stop myself. So please take care of him, because I am a samsari person. So please increase love for you. My love for you will be increased. Let my love be increased for you. Then simultaneously, you will feel dependence on God, and whatever is going on by the will of God, this way you withstand the suffering in the family or in workplace, and always in and through God you take recourse, you get peace, and all your help comes from God. So this thought must be always. You have come alone in this world, and you have to go alone. So this thing you must keep in mind, that I am alone. I am the spirituals. In spiritual life, there is no family relation. Spiritual life is individual always. There is no my wife, my husband, my things. This is my me and mine to go. Me and mine to go. Then you will be real spiritual seeker. Otherwise, you are samsari. That I told the upaya. God should be the means of our worldly prosperity or the removing diseases. That should not be. That is the inferior type of devotion. And superior type of devotion is God is all in all. I want only God only. And I pray to God, if something problem I face in the family, please, please, please do whatever congenial for me. This much I can pray. So I can end. Any question? Yes.
During meditation or job, sometimes we feel drowsy or we learn different. Then if we open if I open the file and look at something and then do my job.
Yes, yes, yes. Always welcome. Always welcome. Always welcome. Maharaj is coming. Yes. That is always welcome. Any other question? Yes. Yes. This is in chronological order, date-wise. Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna and Udbodhan published Bengali Udbodhan, that is chronological order, date-wise. So early it was not published, but now it is published in English also. It is this I am getting. There is long before it has been published. It is chronologically. It is. Any other question?
There is 10 5-volume edition, not chronological, but he has given different topics. The first Katham.
Yes, yes, yes. First 5 volumes of Kathamrita.
That order.
So I think it is as Master Mosai, different diaries were there. So he took up by the will of God, or some inspiration must be there. He took up some diary, and that came, and he meditated on that diary, and the whole picture of the Dakshineshwar came, and then he started writing. Not in a calculative mind, with a calculative mind, I think. Maharaj can tell more on that. So I end here with prayers. Om Niranjanam Nityamanantarupam Bhaktanukampa Vigraham Vai Ishavataram Parameshamidyam Tam Ramakrishnam Shirasha Namam. Question? What question?
Yes, the question is not answered. You have 5 minutes.
Yes,
The question whether japa can be done as seva.
I told already.
Yeah.
Just now told.
No, like mother.
Mother's statement that she
Mother said jar ache, she mapo,
jar nis japo.
What does it mean?
Oh, jar ache se mapo. Mane, he has wealth and power and other things to help, to giving charity to others. He can donate or he can give money. In many ways he can help, but who has nothing to serve with his, he has no other resources to help others, he can do jopo only. He can repeat the jopo. He, actually, if he create an atmosphere by repeating the name of God and thinking on God, meditating on God, for his own sake even, not for others, that will certainly help the whole world. Swami Vivekananda is telling that you cannot drag one atom in this world without dragging the whole world with it. You cannot move one atom in this world without dragging the whole world along with it. So, wherever you are in this world, if you do japo, if you do meditation, certainly that will help for the good of the world. Unconsciously, you don't have to think of the others, other persons. You be merged. What Sri Ramakrishna did, he did for the whole world. He was unconscious about the world, but he realized God. So that mother dictated him that now you start this way, you go this way, you go that way. He was under the, he has become the instrument of God, and he did all these things. So he was not calculative in this respect, that you have to look after the whole world. In that way, he didn't started his sadhana. He loved Mother Kali and was merged in that. He forgot the whole world and realized how that is helping. You can see in your eyes. Thank you. Namaste.
Yeah, just tell the Zoom people to come at 5. We will begin this session at 5 o'clock. From 5 to 6, Revered Swami Amarananji will be speaking on the same theme of japa and meditation.